Hello everybody and welcome back to Stealwing33 plays Enter the Gungeon. I'm Stealwing33 and today we're playing as the Hunter. And I'm looking forward to it actually. It's been a little while since I have played Enter the Gungeon and I am looking forward to playing a little bit of Gungeon. If you guys saw the last episode, you saw that we played as the convict and we didn't manage to get as far as I would actually like to, all things considered, but we kind of got hosed on our weaponry over the course of the floors, and you know, like, we got some cool stuff, we got some stuff that like wasn't bad, but generally speaking the weapons we got were not what I consider to be, you know, the best quality weaponry. So you know, we're doing middling at best at this point, which sucks, but you know, whatever. I am going to be recording all of today's episodes, or all of this week's episodes, I guess, in a big block. So if you guys are going to be dropping advice, sorry, you'll have to wait till next week, or if I decide to record sometime during the middle of the week. Work's been kind of crazy, and it's Sunday, so I have the day off, so I'm trying to get all the YouTube stuff out of the way today, because I do want to give it to you guys, and I enjoy doing it, and I miss doing it, and it's upsetting me greatly that I haven't been able to for the last week because of work. So, and I'm going to try to bang it all out today. There's definitely going to be 5 episodes. I recorded some Overwatch with Tony yesterday, so there's going to be some of that. That'll probably be up Monday. That'll be up before this video, so that means that this information is now old hat. But, you know, I can only really talk about the stuff that I have going on in my life right now. Work's been fine. Work's been good, actually. It's nice to be making a little bit extra money. Because I'll finally be able to afford a new laptop, and I might be able to afford those PC upgrades that I was talking about last week. Try to get my processor upgraded, try to get some other stuff. Do I want to pick up this key, or do I? Yeah, let's pick it up. I don't want to min-max today. I feel like I min-max too much, and that might be what's causing me problems in the long run. Opening a brown chest for a key is not something that I am actually going to consider right now, unless I am trapped in doing that, because that is the spawns I got. But, you know, we'll be fine. Using the sidearm on the first floor to try to maximize the amount of crossbow bolts I have going down into the, like, second floor and into the boss fight. The crossbow is one of the better starting weapons in the game. It's also one of the better brown quality weapons in the game, which is good. The sidearm for the hunter sucks really bad. The rusty sidearm only has 6 bullets. It fires pretty slowly, all things considered. And you know, it's kind of hard to wrap your brain around using it over something that's like the crossbow that one-shots everything on this floor. But in this situation, I think I'm willing to make an exception. Ghost being a little bit of an exception, due in large to the fact that it takes 2 crossbow bolts to kill, which means it would take an entire clip of rusty revolver ammo to kill, which I'm not on about. Let's buy this key. I want to try to buy as many keys as I can on this floor, because that way I will be able to open up more chests as the game progresses. And we've been kind of getting hosed on our item gets lately. The key economy has not been kind to us of late, which is fine and fair. It happens, but you know, it still sucks. Whoop, there we go. Roll into that guy. Hopefully, I'm hoping that we can get like the metronome or something at some point during this run. I really like the metronome. It's one of my favorite guns, or one of my favorite items in the game. I guess it's technically a passive. But we'll see. Brown chest, not super interested in that right now. We'll see about what the other quality of our chest is. If they're all brown, then I'll just open all 3 of them, I guess. I mean, I guess maybe I could just save my keys for the next floor and open up nothing. That is an option. I do start out with like a gun that I do consider pretty decent. The crossbow starts being kind of garbo at like floor 3, but that's like fine. They're all brown. What the hell with this? It's starting to get kind of absurd how often I get like super hosed on the rooms and stuff, but whatever. We'll enter the boss fight. We'll see what we get out of the boss fight. It is the Trigger Twins, which is, you know, not bad. I've definitely fought harder bosses with less on this floor. For instance, fighting the Bullet King using only my sidearm one time when I was playing against the pilot. That was, you know, fun. We're doing alright, though. Smiley's getting kind of beat up a little bit. I want to try to get him low, so that way when I kill Shades, inevitably, we'll be able to have it evened out a little bit. Because I think at some point they changed it so that these two bosses don't heal themselves anymore after you kill one of them. So now it's worth it to attempt to roll. Just kill one right now. I think Shades is low enough. I guess they still heal a little bit. Not as much as they used to, though, so it's still worth it to lower their HP by a small amount. I mean, granted, if I lowered it lower, then we'd be in an even better position, but then I'd have to deal with having Shades and Smiley out on the field at the same time. Alright, we'll save a little bit of crossbow ammo, try to kill Shades with our revolver, which totally worked out totally fine. We got 2 keys and the regular shotgun, which is actually a pretty decent weapon. I'm not gonna lie, I like the regular shotgun. Do I give a crap about any of these chests? Not really. Let's just go down to the next floor. Skipping that many chests kind of hurts. We can go down to the oubliette. Let's go down to the oubliette. I think having an extra floor under our belt will be nice. I'll keep the extra keys. We have 3 keys in addition to the 2 that I'm going to use to open this thing, right? So we'll be able to open up chests on this floor. Normally the chests in the oubliette are good. They're normally green quality or better. And we'll be able to get an extra boss item out of it from the Globulord, which will be nice. We won't be able to get a mastery bullet because we got mastery on the Trigger Twins. But we'll see. Should be fine. I don't have any doubts about it being fine. Cool, 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 cool. There we go. Boom. Yeah, regular shotgun's really good. It's a lot better than the sawed-off by and large, like the entire amount basically. Yeah, hit there. That sucks. Basically, it's a wider spread, so it's a lot easier to hit enemies, and then you can hit them for more damage because of the wider spread. Or it's a narrow spread with more bullets, that's what I meant. So if you point blank somebody with it, it does more damage than the sawed-off. But you can shoot them from a little bit further away than normal, which is nice. So, you know, I've fired worse guns. It's not a bad gun to have. And down in the oubliette like we are, it's still going to be exceptional. The crossbow's still pretty good down here as well. Both guns will be alright versus Globulord. The regular shotgun in particular is going to be pretty good because we can shoot the Globulord pretty far away because he's a big-ass dude. And the regular shotgun's bullets travel pretty far. The real drawback, the harangue on those, is that they spread out over time. But that is not the case right now. Pop. Pop. And some health. Fantastic. We're doing alright. Actually, we got 4 keys. Our little doggo friend managed to pick us up a key. The Cog of Battle's really good, but I'm going to pick up the key instead. I'd rather have keys to be able to open chests than buy the Cog of Battle right now. If we end up with enough money for the Cog of Battle, I won't turn it down, actually, now that we're out of keys on the shop, basically. But as it stands, I think the key is more valuable than the Cog of Battle. There's just there's the possibility that we'll end up with like a red chest on this floor, and that means the key still has infinite value right now. Not only that, the value also carries over to the next couple floors, and the Cog of Battle, although it is a very good weapon, or a very good item, I guess, not a weapon. It's a very good weapon. I'm not terribly concerned about it. We're going to grab the old crest, because I am not going down to the Cathedral of the True Gun ever again. Unless I'm feeling, like, particularly saucy about it. What is that? That is, easy reload? Yeah. Easy reload. Rolling reloads. Really good with the, crossbow. Crossbow's got 1 bullet, so we can roll to do it, and the roll animation is significantly shorter than the crossbow's reload time, so there you go. So that's not bad. It's not bad with the regular shotgun either, although that is not so good. It's less good than with the crossbow, because the crossbow at least has the decency to, like, reload the only bullet it has in its chamber when I do the rolling reload. All of those bullet king got poisoned, which is actually a super big help to me personally. I mean, I can't speak for everyone here, but that's pretty good for me. Alright, we got 29 crossbow bolts, 90 shotgun shells. We're feeling alright, to say the least. I would prefer to have more ammo. I would like an ammo drop, but, you know, whatever. We're fine. We've done dumber, we've done worse runs with less bullets, so I think for right now we're doing alright. Let's come back down into this room over here, and we will see what we see about the sea. See? Alright, this way. Alright. Fire in my shotgun. Fire in my shotgun. Oop, there we go. Alright. Pissing me off. There we go. Good. Alright, not bad. That was a way to handle that room. Whether or not it was a good way remains to be seen. We just have a lot of bullets in there. That's alright. We got the Hegemony Carbine. Alright. This is a good gun, actually. I like the Hegemony Carbine. It's better than its rifle counterpart. The rifle counterpart does more damage, but is horrifically inaccurate. The Carbine does piss damage, but it fires faster, so... and it's more accurate. So, whatever. It's fine. It's a good gun. It'll be nice to clear rooms with. That's certainly better than using the regular shotgun or the crossbow, because those do a ton of damage, but they fire very slowly. This will be at least... it's got more ammo. That's all I'm gonna say about it. Let's go into the next room, and then we'll grab Cog of Battle before going into the boss fight here, I think. Yeah, it doesn't even one-shot these bats. It like takes like a couple shots to kill the bats here. That's how bad the Hegemony Carbine is. It's not a bad gun. Bad implies like that it's like worthless. It's just not like super great. It fires pretty quickly. It's pretty accurate. There are worse guns in the game and guns that I enjoy using less. So, you know, take that as you will. We'll use the crossbow for the boss. Well, for now, I guess, until... cool. Oh, gotta remember, so Cog of Battle, the way it works is if I hit that little thing, I get to reload my gun. The problem with Cog of Battle is that I can't... so I have to split my focus between where I'm shooting and myself so I can see the Cog of Battle reload thing. But I also can't click to do it. I have to hit R, which means I have to lift my hand off of the WASD keys in order to make it happen. Right? Which normally isn't a problem. But I normally don't use R to reload. I just click to reload because it's a lot safer to do it that way. But like the amount that we're doing it with, I wish I could click to reload this thing with the Cog Battle. That'd be nice. Oh, there we go. Alright, we Gucci. Ow. Ow. Oh, I'm not dead. Fantastic. Alright, let's just, let's switch to the Hegemony Carbine for right now. No, the crossbow's fine. I'll just try to stop focusing on using Cog of Battle. It's mostly going to happen by accident. The Cog of Battle's a lot better on the gamepad, because the gamepad, the reload button is easier to hit without having to lose fidelity on your, any of your abilities. In particular, your rolling and your, things of that nature. But, like, I have to, like, lift my fingers to do it, because the R key is kind of hard to hit. Well, not hard to hit, like, I can do it, it's just, like, it requires a lot of my focus to do it, and, like, it's mostly happening by accident, basically, is what I'm getting at. I'm glad we came down here, because we did get some good items, but we got hurt pretty bad on the boss, but that's not that big of a deal. There are worse things that we could have done. Getting a little beat up on the boss is not that big of a deal. And we ended up with the pitchfork, which is a garbage weapon, but, you know, whatever. If we end up getting the demon head, the pitchfork causes the demon head to become a piercing weapon, which is pretty great. So, there you go. There we go. Pitchfork's not bad. It's just not... it doesn't do good, like, raw damage, I guess is the best way to put it. In a sense, it's basically good at lighting people on fire and pushing them, and that's what it does. It's really difficult to kill somebody with the pitchfork, right? So, you're basically relying entirely on the dot damage, which isn't a bad thing. Dot damage does do a pretty penny on people, but it does not do a pretty penny on the Wisp, though, because the Wisp cannot be lit on fire. Instead, we will take out the Hegemony Carbine for that. There we go. What I will say is that the slower the weapon, the better the cog of battle is going to be over time, because the reload animation is really slow on those, like the reload bar. And I think with the Hegemony Carbine in particular, it's going to be pretty decent, because we'll be able to really, like, so the reload's really slow on this thing, but we'll really be able to, like, make use of the extra powered bullets with the cog of battle thing. I am going to try to not focus on it, because it's going to get me killed at some point, I'm sure of it. But, you know, whatever. There we go. Oh my god. We'll get to it in a second, hold on. There you are, you bastard. Alright, cool. Hide in here. Come on here, there we go. Put some bullets into this guy. Fantastic. Doing fine, doing great. Feeling good, feeling great. Feeling great, feeling good. How are you? So I played this game last night. So my brother had a bunch of people over for a board game night last night. And ended up playing Betrayal on Haunted Hill or whatever the hell it's called. It was a lot of fun. Wish I actually had an opportunity to play more of it. Because it was a fun game and it was interesting, and I liked they had like story building elements out of it. So essentially, like, you're in this house, and every turn you could like go into rooms of the house and try to, like, you could like reveal a room, and then after every room had like made you do something, like it made you draw a certain kind of a card. So there were event cards and omen cards and all this stuff. And after a certain number of the omen cards were drawn, and then people failed to do, like, the omen roll or whatever after you draw one of those cards, a monster appears, and one of the players turns into the monster. And, that's the strat. Actually, you know what? I don't want to go into the boss fight yet. I was going to go into the boss fight. I voted against it. I feel like I should probably use some of these keys and maybe try to find the shop if we can manage it. But, you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Alright. Yeah, the Hegemony Carbine with Cog of Battle is super good. Because you can see that it's increased the damage enough where it's one-shotting these bats. Instead of not one-shotting them anymore. Which is good. Alright, cool. Cog of Battle into the room. Get some shots off. We're doing fine. You know, all things considered, we're doing fine. I do wish we had gotten... We need, like, some more heavy-hitting weaponry. Just something hard-hitting that I can use against bosses. Right now, we've got, like, actually a decent number of room-clearing enemy weapons. You know, the Void Core Assault Rifle is not what I had in mind, but it is a very good weapon. Which means that the other chest on the floor is a passive. So we'll see what quality chest that is. One pulse of this thing is normally enough to kill most of the bulletkin if all three of the bullets hit, which is not bad. It's not bad for second floor one-shot and bulletkin, basically. I can one-click kill people, which, you know, is good. I got an extra key, brings us back up to 3. I will never complain about getting keys. Key economy, for all of my bitching, actually coming in big right now, so, you know, I guess I can't complain too much about this one. This run's been going well. A brown passive? Nah, I'm good, thanks though. Brown passives are normally things like, they're like table techs and stuff that I don't care about too much. Brown guns I would be a little bit more inclined to take, because at least like a brown gun, something like the blunderbuss or something. Not great, but not bad either. I kind of want the mailbox. I'm sure it's like 40 or something. It's 42. I kind of want the mailbox, but, you know, I'd rather have the key. I'm eternally, like, again, keys have infinite value until bullet hell, and then they stop having infinite value in bullet hell, because there are no chests in bullet hell, so they become worth less than, or they become absolutely worthless in bullet hell. It's the largest reversal of fortune of an item I've ever seen in a video game, basically. There we go. Just keep firing. Oop. See, the real problem with the Cog of Battle is that if I do it, like if I use it, I have to like stop myself and like focus on the Cog of Battle, and so I stop watching the bad guy temporarily, which is bad. Because like normally I focus on an area between myself and the bad guy, right? And that's how I play. If you've ever wondered how it is I do well, it's I focus mostly on like the gap between my cursor and my character. That's where I focus. Hey, I got the crutch. If I remember correctly, the crutch is like an alt. That was dumb. The crutch is like an all stats up. I hit Q for some reason to try to open that. Aim assist, sort of. Alright, that should be very helpful. But basically I focus on the area between these two things, and then it's fine. Works out well. Do we end up with enough money for the mailbox? So I'll actually go buy the mailbox. Mailbox is a fantastic gun. I like using it. It's good against bosses. With the Cog of Battle, it'll make it even better. But, you know, we'll get there when we get there. So far, so good. Run's going fine. We've gotten mastery on the first 2 floor bosses. We got a little beat up by Blobby Lord, but it doesn't matter because we're at full HP again. So, we're doing kind of fine. Doing kind of fine. Let's go ahead and just do all of this. The aim assist is really going to be kind of great. It does make our bullets curve kind of wildly, which is fantastic. So we will be seeing an increase in my accuracy, if nothing else. You can kind of see that the bullets like do curve into the bad guys. Man, we are really... Key economy is going buck wild today. Did they like upgrade everything? I wonder if there's a patch. Like, cause it's been like almost a week since I played. It's very possible that a patch went through at some point. I need to remember to, at some point, go and turn in the rifle and rifle quest. I will never remember. It will sit there forever until somebody reminds me. But seeing as I think this is probably my least watched series right now, with Dark Souls and Overwatch actually being significantly more popular, I don't think anyone's going to do that. Not that it would matter if they did, because, like, you know, I record these things in big batches normally. So it would be very difficult. Somebody would have to, like, be in the room with me and tell me to do it, like, at the start of the run. I can make a note for myself, I guess, but I'm not going to do that. I don't get paid enough to make notes. I think I blew up the turret. Yep, I did. That's a fun little thing. So if you, do I have anything that... Yeah, let's get it for the Void Core Assault Rifle. The Void Core Assault Rifle is super good. It doesn't do, like, spectacular damage, but it does well enough to warrant, like, using it pretty regularly. It does enough damage that I get excited when I see it. Which, you know, is more than I can say about, like, some of the guns that I've used in this game. In particular, things like... Is there anything else that I want to get ammo for? Let's grab it for the Hegemony Carbine. The mailbox still has enough ammo to where I don't feel bad about grabbing Hegemony. Yeah, let's roll the bones. De-blanked and shielded. So we got armor, but we lost a blank for it. That's a bad exchange rate, I think. I'd rather have the blank. But, you know, whatever. It's fine. That's fine. We'll probably end up with a blank at some point. Normally when I lose a blank or use a blank on accident, a blank drops at some point on the floor. Or, double worst case scenario, we can just buy one from the shop. There's 2 over here. The fossil gun's bad, the key's 35, and the snowballer's not bad, but it is not something that I'm probably going to... I'm not willing to spend money on it. Not when there are keys to buy. There is a specialty shop over here. Let's check this out. What do we got? It is Gun Muncher. And the Gun Muncher will take the pitchfork and the crossbow, because I think the regular shotgun is better than the crossbow in my opinion. Crossbow's just a little too slow later down the line. And we got, that's the hexagun. The witch pistol. This one's really good, actually. The witch pistol is the handgun version of the hex guns that turn people into chickens. So it has a chance to one-shot people. Combo together. It has an uncapped fire rate. It's really good. It's a good gun. I will not complain about getting it ever. Don't get me wrong, like, would I have preferred something like the Mega Hand or something? Yeah, but that's not fair, because, like, the Mega Hand is stupid good. Like, the Hex Gun's really, like, the Witch Pistol's just, like, a good gun. Because it turns people into chickens sometimes, and I'm not gonna lie, turning them into chickens, it one-shots certain enemies, and down in, like, bullet hell, that can be the difference between, like, living and dying in certain situations. I do think that the Crutch is actually going to have an anti-synergy with the Witch Pistol, because the chickens count as enemies, so my bullets sometimes home into them. Which is bad. And the Witch Pistol can turn a chicken into a chicken, and it restarts the whole fucking thing all over again. Which is, you know, piss, but whatever. Alright, we're doing fine, though. Trying to get the Kaga battle stacks whenever I can. I feel like if I moved reload to shift or something, it might be easier for me to hit. But, you know, whatever, it's fine. Round chest, not interested. Not at this point in the game. I mean, I do have enough keys where I don't really give a shit about, like, you know, how many, like, opening up chests of any caliber. We've used up our armor, which sucks. But then you saw the what happens when I turn an enemy with multiple stages into a fucking chicken. Yeah, goodbye multiple stages. Hello, chicken. We're doing fine though. Where's the regular shotgun? I think I'm gonna use that for a little while. This is probably the last floor where this is gonna start, where this is really gonna be terribly useful. Which actually means I probably should have kept the crossbow, to be honest, but whatever, it's fine. You know, it was done with the best interests of the run at heart. And truth be told, I think the regular shotgun makes better use of the cock of battle stacks more than the crossbow. Crossbow, I have to do it so often that it becomes kind of laborsome to try to use the cock of battle on the crossbow. And it makes it more likely that I'll get hit. With a shotgun, I get like 5 or 6 stacks of shotgun shots out of it before anything else. And the crutch also works a lot better with the shotgun than it does with the crossbow. Because the shotgun bullets all home now. Well, technically they have micro homing, and they only sometimes home. But it's like playing with the game. It's like playing with the gamepad. I got aim assist. It's fantastic. I wonder if you can even get the crutch on the console versions. I guess you can, right? But like you already have a crutch on the console version because you're using a gamepad, and the gamepads all have aim assist. Don't get me wrong, there are still foibles with it. Like there are items that are just straight up bad on a gamepad, like the red bandana, which is you dodge roll. Instead of dodge rolling, you teleport. With the pea shooter. All right, cool. All right, let's do this. Guy wants me to win with just the pea shooter. I can manage that. These rooms would be more difficult if the challenges stacked on each other as you got better at them. Like, as you won, he starts, like, being like, you have to beat it with the pea shooter and without getting hit. Like, that'd be rough. I'm not gonna lie, this asshole, this totem pole guy's gonna be a dick. There we go. Oop, there we go. Easy does it. Oh, we're getting beat up a little bit. And we got a key. Fantastic. Not gonna lie, getting a key out of all that, that might have been worth it by itself. But let's see what we get out of this guy. Got our money back, and we got the stuffed star. Ooh, now that's an item. That's an item. That's gonna be really good. I'm happy about that. It's looking like this is going to be a Dark Souls heavy week, because this run's actually going really well, and I don't feel like recording more than one Gungeon episode today. It's not that I'm not having fun with Gungeon, I just, like, it's kind of tiresome to play over and over again. Which, again, I don't mean that in, like, I'm tired of the game, but, like, the game actually takes, like, a significant amount of my effort and focus to, like, play well. And, like, in a not a bad way, it just sort of, like, actually makes me tired. And I've got shit to do today. In particular, like, I'm gonna see if a friend of mine can go get coffee. And I've got, like, some groceries, not groceries. I have some errands to run, including buying groceries for the rest of the week. And I've got some, like, work stuff that I do. I can't believe I got hit by the cannonball rog. I have the fucking stuffed star. There you go, just keep pounding them. Well, that sucks. But that's alright. We're not gonna get Master and Cannonball Rog, but that's not the end of the world. It might be, but, you know, not right now, so I don't really give a shit. We have one blank, we should probably use it up while I am thinking about it. There we go. I think the real problem is that I play very defensively when I play Gungeon. So I'm very far away from most of the enemies that I end up fighting, and so I can't see, like, when my cursor's over here shooting at Cannonball Rog, even looking in the middle, I can't see myself very well. Now, here's a real question. Is the Shield of the Maiden better than the Stuffed Star? I don't think so, because the Shield of the Maiden doesn't protect me from fire and stuff like that, but the Stuffed Star does, so I'm going to leave it there. That makes me sad. I like the Shield of the Maiden. It's one of my favorite active items in the game. But, you know, it's fine. I think we're just going to open up all of the chests from now on are just going to get opened, regardless of the quality. Because there's only 4 chests remaining. We have 6 keys. And I will leave a couple of keys left over for in the event that we end up being able to, get free chests on, like, on Bullet Hell or on, the Forge or whatever. If we end up with like a free chest and it ends up locked for some reason, as sometimes they are wont to do, we'll have at least 2 keys left over for that, which is nice. Fantastic. Alright. Easy enough. Void Core Assault Rifle still pulling its weight, especially with its Kaga Battle empowered bullets. Alright, cool. I finally beat Okage Shadow King the other day. I don't remember if I talked about this. It was a while ago though. It was like a couple weeks ago at this point, but finally beat it. It's been like I've been playing that game on and off for 15 years. And so it's kind of weird that, like, have it be finished. Like, to have the game, like, to, like, know the, like, ending of the game now. It's kind of weird to have that, like, happen. Because, like, up until this point, like, I'd only ever gotten to Vampire Evil King. This is the furthest I ever got, which I found out was actually, like, almost the end of the game. Granted, the last dungeon is, like, the longest fucking dungeon in the game. Even longer than the one that's, like, 9 floors deep. It has a bunch of asshole dudes in it all the time. There we go. Alright, Void Core Assault Rifle is going to be out of bullets soon, which means that we are going to go back to using probably the Witch Pistol. Probably my best option right now. The chickenating is good. I need to stop you from doing that. Alright, there we go. We're doing fine, though. Ah, my head's itchy. Oh, no. Oh, no, the Skelemans are coming. Oh, there we go. I've actually had, like, a lack of itchy head lately, which has been nice. I changed shampoos to one that was, like, better for my head, so that's nice. It's not Head and Shoulders, but it's, like, just nicer, better on my head than the one I was using, which I know doesn't, like, these are meaningless things, like, they don't matter to anybody but me, I guess, in, like, my day-to-day life, but I don't know. I like it when commentary sort of feels personal. You know, like, you guys kind of have, like, a feeling of, like, how I run myself day-to-day. I'm probably going to go take a walk and get, like, Chipotle today. Chipotle sounds really nice. I haven't eaten Chipotle in a couple weeks, so, yeah. And I like Chipotle. It's probably my favorite fast food of all the fast foods. It's also the least shitty one in my area. And by shitty, I mean, like, I actually mean terrible for me. Like, there's mostly McDonald's in the city near where I live. And the stuff that isn't McDonald's is way too expensive for me to eat, like, day-to-day for lunch. So, you know, you've got mail. But, you know, I get by. I like Chipotle. It's also not, like, it's not terribly expensive, depending on what you get. I mostly get steak, so I actually get the most expensive one. But, like, I can get a burrito for, like, $8. That feeds me, like, makes me full, and actually makes me feel satisfied and good for, like, a couple hours. We're gonna have to blank there. I actually didn't want to use a blank there, but, I did. So this is the soup that we're in. This is the soup that we live in. We've got a ton of cash. Like a ton of cash. 92 cash, man. Carrying an absurd amount of money right now. go. Mr. Moneybags. Do we still have rolling reload? We totally do, don't we? Oh. Oh, I think I just found this something that cool. I can fire nothing but boxes because I got rolling reload. So if I just, like, actively think about, like, just reloading or like rolling like that after every box, like firing nothing but boxes. I got 64 boxes. The box does the most damage out of the entire gun, so it's not like I'm going to be like detrimenting myself at all, right? Alright, fire there. Oh, come on. Kill the skeleton man, please. There we go. I think the only problem with this strategy is that I can't make use of Cog of Battle at all, which sucks. Icebreaker, hell yeah. Icebreaker's a great gun. It's a shotgun that freezes people. What is that, Table Tech Stun? That sucks. I didn't expect that out of a blue chest. Table Tech Stun's like it's like a really good Table Tech, all things considered, but, you know, it's not great. I didn't even go into that room. There's a high risk for no reason. Table Tech Stun's good, but it's not... It has the same problem that all of the Table Techs have, which is that I hate them. So, there you go. Take that as you will. I just really don't like the Table Tech weapons. So, there you go. Icebreaker's not great. It's a funny weapon, so it freezes people and then fires like one really big bullet. Cold 45 is... meh. It's meh. I have 4 keys, so I don't feel the need to buy keys. I actually feel the need to buy HP. I guess I'll buy a key. I got 5 keys, but there's only 2 chests left in the game that like are for sure going to be there. So I don't really like. I don't feel the need to be doing this right now. I need to pull out not this one. Yeah, that'll be good. This way, we'll be able to just ignore all of the shots, basically. Ow! No, it happened. That's always my big fear with defensive actives like that. Is that I'm going to attempt to use them defensively, and then I'm going to end up getting hammered as soon as it like wears off, basically. And lo and behold, my deepest fears have been realized. We're fine. I'm not getting any of these Cog of Battle things going on, which sucks. Ow, ow, ow. I'm getting really beat up right now, which is not good. I really need to, like, focus on dodging and not sucking dick at the video game. Both of those things are really important. Not sucking, high on the priority list here. Just need to remember that I can dodge roll against attacks that are not the fucking wave attack thing. I managed to win, so, you know, whatever. Lots of keys. Tons of keys. The sentry turret's tempting, but I like the stuffed star better. I think the stuffed star might be the best one of these in the game, or the best active item in the game. It just makes you indestructible. It lasts a pretty long time. It has a pretty low cooldown. Like, decently low. It's not, like, terribly low. It's not Shield of the Maiden low, but, you know, whatever. We can live with it. Oh, I thought I got hit there. I feel like that bullet, like, stopped and tried to register that it hit me. And then it just didn't hit me for some reason. Alright, there we go. So far, so good. This will probably be the last clip of Void Core ammo, if I had to guess. But, you know, we're gonna use it up. We might as well use it till we lose it, that sort of thing. It's still a good gun. It's one-shotting these grenades, so whatever. One-shot that guy, and we got a blank. Both of those are good things. I like that. We'll use the hegemony carbine for a little bit here. Hey, we found this. I kind of don't regret buying a bunch of stuff on the last floor. I do regret buying that key right now. Did we buy Cold 45? No, we bought health. That's what we bought. The health was worth it, because I think we would have died without it, but, I probably shouldn't have bought that key. If I hadn't bought that key, we'd be at 60. We'd be able to, well, you know what, actually, shotguns are probably still out of our grasp, now that I'm thinking about it. Like, in honesty, I think shotguns might be still out of our grasp here. Turn them into chickens! Chicken aid! There we go. Easy enough. Alright. I found out that those are called Gunzukis. Or are those ones called Gunzillas? I don't remember. A flaming chicken coming at me. Coming at me. Fire, fire, fire! Alright, cool. Ah. There we go. Sneak around that. Doing fine. Witch pistol's still kind of holding it down. Again, the chickening is good. The main thing about this is that I can turn people into chickens. The gun itself doesn't do like terribly good damage, but it does turn people into chickens, which is technically it does infinite damage. It has a chance to do infinite damage because it instantly kills people. So you know, we got that going for us, which is nice. And I know that that doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, how come it does? How can it do infinite damage? Well, yeah, let's do that. Alright, we'll make ourselves slightly stronger, get a little bit of extra damage. I only need... Ow! Oh, there's fucking bullets flying down from up there. Is there a room attached to this? Yes, there is. What the fuck with this room? Oh, man. Okay, what the fuck with this room? I've never seen this room before. This room's a douche. That's a douche room right there. We might have to go buy armor from the blacksmith because we're a little beat up, just a little bit. All right. Easy does it. Don't get killed by this douche canoe. Let's not let that happen. Let's grab some mailbox, and we'll keep on here. We just gotta be careful. I mean, regardless of how this goes, I'm still gonna feel good about this episode because we got further than we have in like a little while here. We got some good guns, and I played poorly on the last like couple boss fights, which you know, in fairness, is where I always fuck up is during the boss fights. So you know, we got that going for us, which is not so nice. Red chest with the Decker? The Deckard. Nice. The Deckard's really, really, really good. Like, it's like stupid good. There is no armor on this room. Awesome. The Deckard's really, really good. So it fires 2 exploding bullets that do tons of damage. As you can see. This gun does insane damage. To the point where I'm actually like uncomfortable using it on like rooms. But you know, we'll be fine. The icebreaker will do fine for right now. Is that the last room? No. Okay, so we got one more branch to explore. I really would like to get some HP before we go into the boss fight. Just because like I'm not confident in our ability to win with the HP that we presently have. HP we presently have is no es bueno. But you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Alright. Easy does it. Just be cool, guy. Oh, okay. Good. Alright. There we go. Oh, I'll have none of that, please. Thank you. Alright, easy does it. We just gotta be, if we just play it cool, Cool like a cucumber. We'll be fine. Just gotta be smart about this. And not try to use the icebreaker for every situation. Instead, pull out something like the witch pistol that has much further range. And use that instead. Because, you know, that would be smart. Oh, no. Oh, no! Damn it. Ah. Ah. The second I entered the room, I knew that this was going to go upside down. Alright, well that's going to do it for this episode. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you saw, let me know. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date on when I post more videos. And if you really like what you saw, leave a like. It helps the channel grow. That was really a great deal. But of course with that, thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!